Good evening. It's cold outside, y'all. Let's see. Got other things going on. Hello, COC. Got things to do. Did it come back out here? Yes, it did. Let's do a little can flipperoo. Okay, a little lackadaisical. Hello. Oh, we're going to have that. I think that's good. That should be better, hopefully. Sonny G, COC, Craig. Hello, everyone. Party time. Hey, Booth Cats. I thought maybe we could work on this tank out here. A little on the cool side, but there's a lot of little frozen guys in here. I think they are colder than they would like to be. But they're doing their thing. And they have this big mass of algae in the front of them. And that needs some work. Could also take some duckweed out of the top. And they could use a water change. So I was thinking maybe we could do that. But in the meantime, thought I'd show you those guys. Just big fat fish with big long poops. That's what they're doing. But I thought perhaps we could do that this evening. I saw that George RB3 was getting off when a bunch of people were gathering. I wasn't ready then, but I am now. I had to do my paperwork for My overtime shift on Sunday night, I didn't get access to the online charting system. So they were asking me where it was, and I was like, you never gave me access to it. And they were like, well, we need you to fill it out. And I was like, well, I need to give you access to it. So after a few text volleys back and forth, it was figured out. And then I still had to, so I had to relive a 12-hour shift and put in data points. It was great. Hello, Mexicali. So good to see everybody. What is Craig very happy with? I love it. Man, everybody's in here. This is great. Um, yeah, so let me work on getting some things set up. There's still little baby swordtails everywhere. Just everywhere. Babies. Just figured maybe if we could get a shot of the back of the tank and a shot of the side of the tank, we could possibly see what's going on back here. I don't know whether this is going to work. Not definitely. Maybe. That might do it. Cold is okay. It's a little chilly in the garage. I have it set at, says 80 degrees, but it is not 80 degrees in here. It's much cooler than that. I'll get some temps on some things in just a second. I think that's rather nice. The temperature of my table in here is 69.8 degrees. So that's what the surface temperature is of things in here. So 66 degrees is the outside of this tank. The inside of the tank is 65. So yeah, these tanks are 65 right now. And these top tanks are 71. 66 over here on the bottom and 72 on the top. So yeah, let's see. Gambusia, some guppies, a beta, a rainbow fish. Both types of shrimp are all in like 65 degrees. Maybe hard to hear me right now. But I'm getting ready to sit down and look at these shrimps with you guys. So yeah, all in all, doing all right. I don't know what I'm doing. But the trick is to pull out the moss and not the shrimp. Right? Let me pull this camera from the back. Let you guys see what I'm seeing. All right, let me catch up with everybody. Your new fish, no? You're very happy with the new fish. All right, I need to figure out what that is, Craig. Cold's been treating me fine. Still lots of extra work to do on the nursing front, so extra shifts available. My mom's in town. I'm gonna go see her for breakfast this morning before I go to bed. We'll see how that goes. Don't forget the like button. Hey, thank you, Craig, for not being scared to help. I did not see the new fish. Discus. Okay, that sounds really great. Well, then they must be very shiny if they are 1,100 dillery dues. What is it? Dollary dues? Is that what Rico refers to your currency as, dollary dues? And they're worth every cent? Well, then that means they probably glow. That's awesome, dude. I'm excited to see that. I always enjoy seeing your cichlid tank. There's so many of them and they're in so many different places in the water that it reminds me of a book about like fish. Like there's that many fish in there that like it would have the drawings of all the different fish and then like their names underneath them. It reminds me of that when I look at that tank. Gallery dues. So yeah, I just clipped off a good portion of duckweed and hair algae, and I just don't know whether it was worth it. I'd like to just remove a bunch of that, but I don't want any of the shrimp in there. I mean, I suppose I could look at it from two sides and then just pull the whole thing. Have to cut in between here. Hmm. I wonder. Hang on, I gotta put one of these down. Doing a thing. I think I might be all right. Pull up any shrimp there. Yeah, I'm willing to leave that alone. Let them figure it out. The brown guy I don't like very much in there. And the back looks pretty good. I don't know, guys. All right, hold on. We find something to wipe behind my hands with. There we go. That's how you do it. Let's see. Look at this guy. He's a really, he's got a large white piece on his back before the tail. That's kind of neat. That was unfortunate. Well, that's cool. Let's see. Hey, there you guys are. All right. Rock and roll. Oh no, Craig. So this is the Swasser Tang, and this is like algae and guppy grass. And then towards the back on those rocks down at the back down there are some Philippine fern like this. So I'm going to do a 50% water change and make sure that the temp is all right. Equal to, if not maybe a couple degrees warmer. That way it won't make much of a difference. And if it does, it nudges them towards a healthier temp. But they seem to be doing fine. No, Craig, I don't even know what my subs are at right now, but I've been stuck in between 200 and 300 for probably a year. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that number. I'm glad when the number of people in chat is anywhere from one to what? There's six people in here right now. This is great. Like people are talking and you know what I mean? So for me, like more people isn't necessarily the goal. I mean, like I guess it's a goal, but um I figure it'll happen as I start like if I ever do some regular activity and stuff like that on all social media platforms that I might choose to, but all of them like funnel back to my live stream, funnel back to my my digital store in case anybody wants some of my fish in the fish room that we talk about. You know what I mean? So that way maybe I have a manageable way to have fun, try different fish, create new fish when I make them happy, and be able to find them homes so that uh I don't get overrun with stuff. You know what I mean? Like as could potentially happen or is possibly potentially happening right now with some purple freaking Um, Guppies, guppies, guppies. But yeah, everybody appears to be happy over here. And I got an algae situation over on the other tank too. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Sunny G. When I popped up on a panel recently, wonder where I was. Anyway, yeah, Sunny G. I think that's wonderful, man. Yeah, it does seem like you could get more followers by actually being on other people's streams. Like that will affect your sub count in a positive way. Um, and that's really great. And it's really nice because you'll know one or two people on the panel, and then you meet another couple of people, and then you have somebody else that you can look for. Yeah, it could have been Rico's. But yeah, man, just enjoying my shrimps. All the action's happening over here where I just disturbed everything. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, check this out. So that log is sitting on the ground. There's a clay thing in front of it, and then it's just enshrouded in beard like algae. I can still get all the duckweed off the surface. I can still do that, but I don't think I'm going to mess with that algae. I think I have to wait for that to go away on its own. If I get in there, it's just going to uproot everything that's in there and possibly trap shrimp, which are golden color, as you can see there on the log. Well, I mean, it depends on who it is, and I get a little amped up before I go on stream, but I don't know. I sometimes feel pressure to want to present my best self and possibly not myself. You know what I mean? So then that like gets you a little screwy around the edges. But I'm gonna bundle up so I can step outside. It's cold outside. That's all I know. Oh, Craig, you won't do a focus on with Rico. Hey man, to each his own. You know what I mean? Craig, I don't see anything that you would necessarily want to delete on any of your streams, so I think it would be fairly cool. It's just how much you want to talk about your past and like your worldview and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like all of us would find it really interesting, but not if just sitting down and doing that style of interview is going to make you uncomfortable, then don't do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you're not the only person that Rico has reached out to that said, no, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like he's only asking because he's interested and he doesn't want you to do anything you don't want to do. So it's pretty good. Mexicali, you and I have been on stream together. Where were we that we weren't on your stream? Were you on my stream? Is that it? And then I haven't returned the favor yet. So I look like a heel. Oh, yeah. Those packages still haven't been delivered. And I said that I'd send some plants to Garcia like over a year ago. So can't take on any new responsibilities just yet. I have a few things I need to clear on my plate. No, I need to be on your show, man. I forgot that you did mine and then I didn't do yours. So that's my bad. And our hours overlap a little bit, so this should have happened already, honestly. How you felt good up there with Garcia? He's a real welcoming chap, man. Like I really do I really do enjoy him. And he was one of those people that I met in person and it's just like it's the same as, like on the video, you know. He might have a few more catchphrases on stream, but like, you know what I mean? Like he is a down to earth person and like he's real, man. Like anything he says that he feels something for, it's true. You know what I mean? Like I think that's great. It's not playing out here, y'all. It's just cold enough to where your nose goes instantly snotty when you go outside. Boo. I have a pipe in between my two ponds, making a like a circus tent type spike, and then I have a heavy blanket over the top of it, and it is held in place by clamps that go over the like wood clamps that you would use for gluing or something like that. And I might get a few more of those for the future high wind situations, but yeah, it's working out beautifully, and I think that's how I'm going to cover my pond when I cover it. Wow, is Dusty is getting closer to the goal? I hope so. The Sunny G, you are not lying, but it is dead quiet. I doubt there's anybody awake for blocks. And that's what the witching hour is all about, folks. Yeah, so I like what I've done with that tank. See about getting some water for it. I'm gonna leave you guys for a minute, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to fill a bucket with water from the bathtub inside because I'm not gonna use the outside spigot. That would be dangerous. Just be inviting bad things. Hang tight real quick. We've got two buckets that are stuck together. All right. Let's see. Now we got him back. This water is 60 degrees. And this water is 65 degrees. So we might wait until tomorrow night. It's a 5 degree difference. So I would be making it colder. So it's 65. Yeah, you're gonna put up a second camera? That'll be great. Oh no. Hey man, things happen. It's okay. I'd still hang out with you, even if you hurled. Lordy, lordy. All right, folks, here we go. Oh. So I've got the shrimp net with a small piece of tubing down in the shrimp net, and the top of the shrimp net is the opening of the shrimp net is above the water line. So I'm just going to hold it like this, and we're going to drain about half the water. And the water I have to add back in is 60 degrees, and the current water in here is 65. So I will do what chat wants me to do. Everybody gets a vote. Should I wait to drip water back in? And I will be dripping it. So it will take several hours for it to adjust to that temperature. So for 2.5 degrees difference when I'm done. That's true. Baby anything really, but I just worry about my shrimp because I only want the population to grow. I don't want the population to be down by anything. So I really baby my shrimp tanks. And to be honest, the guppy and Indler tanks I baby a lot too, to prevent untimely death. All right, Mexicali, then I won't either. It's kind of how I was feeling about it. Like I'm looking at all the shrimp right now. They're all wandering around very busily doing their things. You know what I mean? They might be moving a little bit slower than when the water was 8 degrees warmer, but I can't tell. They seem to be doing fine. Nobody's upset. And there's this beautiful male, really, that is awesome. I freaking like love him to death. He's right there. Yeah, I don't know whether it's the sound of the dripping or whether it's the fresh water coming into the tank, but the shrimp do liven up a little bit during a water change. They get excited. They start floating around in the water a little bit more, using more of the water column. They come up off the bottom, start doing tricks. Yeah, Craig. I mean, I'm gonna be broke forever now. It's just like, but jumbo snow leopards. You know what I mean? It's just like, what do you need cash for if you have snow leopards? You know what I mean? Gather up your cash and trade it for snow leopards. You know what I mean? And yes, you're cash poor, but you're snow leopard rich. Yeah, I need to do that. I have an idea to make a cave out of lava rock and then have it papered on the back so it's always dark. But then I can take the paper off of the back and see the inside of the rock pile. You know what I mean? Like so, uh, I can see like the little baby is like in there. And that's something that I want to do. We're almost there. My hand is cramping. All right. Let's see. Aquaman rocks in his shrimp tank, and they grow green algae like nothing else, huh? And they're rounded. Right, and black powder Bunnings is like our is Bunnings like our Home Depot, or is Bunnings like our Tractor Supply? Because one's definitely got a farm aspect and the other one's just like everything construction, like I don't know. All right, guys, so we're dripping back. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's kind of hard to see, but there's a guy off to the left hand side right now. No, to the right hand side that was swimming around, being like, "Yeah, surf's up." Yeah, so the cold is treating everybody in Central Texas all right. We've had a little bit of ice, but not much at all. The power has stayed on, to the best of my knowledge, for everyone. Things get messed up when there is ice because it gets on top of our electrical lines and shorts out our transformers and stuff, and the power company doesn't do anything about it. So I've got a I got a generator, and on that bottom shelf there is 20 gallons of gasoline. I can run for I can run for 2 days before I have to go and get some more gas. And I can hook up the heat pump to the garage to the generator and still like run my fridge. Not necessary in the winter, really. But I can heat my fish room, and me and my wife can hang out in here during the day and then get underneath all of the blankets in our bedroom when it's time to sleep. Rat. Oh my God, is this rat? Help me. Oh my goodness. Got to feed these fish guys. Whoa. Hang on, folks. Bad things happening in here. I'm dropping shit. And so, yeah, Sonny G, that goldfish tank is a 75-gallon. So has the same ratio as like a 20 long almost. It's 4 foot wide. Can't remember how deep. Deeper than the 55. But yeah, that's the biggest tank I own. I own a 75. I mean, I've got 200-gallon tubs outside, but uh I consider those ponds, right? Yeah, they're growing up really large, and what I started with was a goldfish, so pandemic baby, getting it together. And I love those goldfish, and I want to move them out and do something cool with plants indoors, but in the living room. But I would miss them too much. Like they like watch me go in and out of the bedroom. And when I come home from work, I walk into the living room and there they are, and they're looking at me and they're like, "Yeah, buddy, you need to feed us." I'll be like, "You don't need to be fed right now." They'd be like, "Yeah, we do. We need the feedings." Yeah, the 75 is just a little bit wider, but if you've got room for a 55, you might have room for a 75. Okay, so you've got Madaka, the rice fish out there, Sunny G. That's nice. I have some nondescript from and they're multicolored and they're from a pond of a friend of Aquaballs. And he gave me some of them, and they're doing very well in a 10-gallon, and it's completely overgrown with Java Fern, and they love it. And they've just been chilling out in there. But I think if I gave them some space and paired them off, that they would make them babies. Apologize for being so quiet, everyone, but I feel better than I did last week. I was a little down last week. I think I was tired. I have just slept an incredible amount and am just now like uh, awake again for several hours. So I have repaired all damage or most damage from my nightlife lifestyle. And I'm happy to be here with you guys. Hello, Only Oscars, Miss June. We are drip acclimating some shrimp that are chilling somewhere between 65 and 62 degrees in the garage. And that's probably my coldest tank. That's the closest to the door of the garage. I'm glad you are, Mark. That's great, man. Like, I was explaining to somebody today, I was talking to some old friends of mine. They live in Minneapolis, so we don't see them very often, but we got on and we chatted for like 3 hours tonight, and it was great. We always pick up where we left off, and they were like, "Well, you're a very social person. Like, you're just staying up at night. Like, what are you doing? Like, going out to bars?" And I was like, "I ain't got bar money. I got fish money." I was like, "I'm hanging out with a bunch of people online, like in chats, like overnight around the world, and they're nicer to me than a lot of people I know. So it's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with everything. So happy to be here in the wee hours of the morning where I'm at. So I'll probably do the other shrimp tank tomorrow and probably call it a day the for the changing of water for the week. I think that with it being so cold, it's probably better for them just to keep the same water. And I could say with certainty that they'll do fine. I did get all my water changes done for the first time in forever, a long time. Uh, Last week, so good on me for that. You have no more visible shrimp. Oh, that's okay, only Oscars. They might come back later. What up, lasers? I'm gonna sit down and drink some water. So the below freezing, like dry, all the humidity is frozen, kind of irks me. I rarely have to deal with that. So how many 10-gallon tanks are going to the 140-gallon only Oscars? Are you going to be like increasing the amount of fish per gallon? Or are you just getting rid of 4 10-gallon tanks to do that? Eight. Okay, yeah. That's perfect. You know what I mean? You're putting them together. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I assume that June has people for the heavy lifting and whatnot. So you get the burden of orchestrating. Okay, yeah. I see, I see. Right, that is true. And a 40-gallon does have a nice floor space. They'll be able to run around and shoal like they do. From the back of the tank to the front of the tank to the left of the tank to the right of the tank. They'll be swimming, man. You got to make some shorts with them doing that, and I'm just assuming disco music. Yeah, I have 5 or 6 pepper quarries right now that aren't doing much for me, but they managed to. I think I was down to 4, and I think I have 6 in there now. So was able to get a couple. They're in a 20-gallon. No, yes, a 20-gallon long. It's true. Yeah, I love mine, and yeah, I would definitely take some from you, only Oscars, and see if we can't move them around some of the tanks and get them doing some stuff. Yeah, I should get babies. Oh no, I think my other camera died, yo. So that's my leg. Let me. That's my face. Hey, there I am. All right. Hello. Is this where the camera is right in here? Yep. All right. Hello. Just talk to the chat side of the screen. Yeah, I've got bristle noses sitting on top of bristle noses, so it's not hard for me to find them. Need to move them around. I don't know. I think I'll give it about another 8 minutes, guys, and then I'll get off. Craig wants to do something, or only Oscars. I will happily join the chat. I am basically hanging out for, I don't know, another couple of hours. My mom, I was planning on calling her around 7, seeing what's up. I got about 3.5 hours. I think I'm gonna pull some plants from some tanks and recover the week's duckweed load. Yeah, their color can change. I don't know, with mood, because I've had them be darker and then I've had them be lighter, and they're the same. They're this. I mean, like I'm not switching out peppercorns from the tank, so they're the same ones. They have to be. So yeah, it might have to do with the color of your substrate. Like I have them on a sand substrate, and sometimes I feel like they're fired up or something, and they're darker. And then other times I feel like they're paler and they're like blending in. But yeah, I believe Skipper recommended getting hyphen peppercorns. I was like, get you some hyphen peppercorns. That's where you should start, Mike. That's what I would do. So I did it, and Skipper was right. I think that the hyphens can have regular babies, but I'm not certain on that. Yeah, my guys are on the sand substrate. They seem to like it. I also had them on gravel and they seemed fine. Yeah, mine's the play sand from Bunnings. Just kidding. Home Depot. I was Australian for a minute, but that phone isn't going to charge itself. So I better do something. Hang on. Da-da-da. Can't believe I did all my charting. Like a good boy. Securing my paycheck. It's important. We're still drip acclimating. Now we're charging, I think. Yep. Phone's already trying to come back online, so we're doing good there. Yeah. Okay, so they did darken up on the darker sand. That's cool, man. I've always liked how the pepper quarries like have all those different plates and stuff like that. So like the glimmer, everything you can't get on camera when you're seeing them in person. I like all of that. There's a lot of green and gold shimmering to them that I have become quite fond of. And I think it was like, I don't know, 3 shows back or something like that. I showed those guys with some wafers up front, and like they did a very good job of showing off and were very well behaved on live stream. So I'm a big fan of my peppercorns. They're doing really good. Yeah, I want to do a little bit of aquascaping and cleaning up my tanks. They're all jungles now. Yeah, only Oscars. That's right. Crystals. They remind me of crystals as well. Good morning, Mike B. It's cold and dark in Texas. You have been updated, updated. Might be able to get that going on the goldfish tank here in a second. That other camera. Yeah, something like that here might be.
Hey, everybody. There we go, y'all.
Let's see how that goes. Yeah.
There you are. We're all cozy here. Down here in Central Texas. Yeah, if anybody wants to come up, there's the link. As you can see, everybody's happy in my fish tank and trailing poop. No, it's not gonna work. It's to be higher, baby. Bum-ba-dum. It's a living thing. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see those discus. That'll be fun. It is easy to call a fish beautiful when it is indeed beautiful. So, it's never a problem for us to encourage each other. Yeah, Mike B. This is my fake plant, three goldfish, one common pleco, 75-gallon. That is a piece of fabric on the back. I'm gonna make drapes for the tank underneath is a 20-gallon, so I'm gonna put curtains on either side that are the same background as this tank. And there's a project that doesn't cost me any money because I already bought the little tension rods and fabric for it and everything. So, it's just a matter of doing. So I've got all sorts of stuff like that, like tucked away. So I should be able to do things and make improvements to my fish room and fish tank setups and whatnot, and not really be spending that much. They're all things that I've already thought to do, just haven't actually done yet. Yeah, Craig, I was kind of going for that. I mean, the common goldfish in a 75-gallon tank in and of itself is kind of retro. You know what I mean? Like everything that is in this tank has been a part of the hobby from the beginning. Yeah, that's true too. I actually managed to find that blue plastic plant at oh my goodness. I bought it at say it Fish Direct. There's a place in Dallas, and this last time we were at um this last time we were at Aquashella, we were actually at their place on Friday night. And it was an after hours thing, and there was like food and drink and wandering around their beautiful store. It was so great. But I had been there once before, and we had picked up that plant because it was blue. My wife like picked it up and goes, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Dude, I think it goes in our fish tank." And then the long grasses in that red and black one on the left side of the screen, I got used at a fish auction, I think for Greater Austin Aquarium Society, and they're nice. And I bought that long bushy piece on the right. I bought that. I want to say I bought that at like a Michael's or Dollar Tree or something like that in the um, fake plant section. And it's actually got a stem on it that's like bent at a 90-degree angle and underneath that rock that it's next to. But it ended up being a nice tall plastic plant and it served me well. Yeah, man, no problem. The aquarium background's like, yeah, I bought fabric and the fabric is just taped to the back glass. It's fine. So yeah, you can get some like cool patterns and stuff like that. That's true. And like if your glass is clear, you can just put whatever design you want on the back of the glass. You don't have to have it inside the tank. So yeah, there's all sorts of like geometric patterns you could do as well. Wow, 110 gallon tall. That's gonna be awesome, dude. Yeah, I really wish Phineas would pinch that off, but he's obviously going for some sort of a personal best. It's usually Peaches that's trailing one, but she cleaned up her act tonight. Mr. Sucky, always on the move, doing his thing. Oh man, work has been all right. It's been a little bit tiring. I've been having trouble sleeping during the day. Kind of screwed myself up sleep-wise a couple different times, and currently picking up an extra shift every week. So I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right now. So it's not the work-life balance I was looking for, but it should get better in a few months. They're working on hiring somebody, and somebody else is going away on a vacation. Is going to be gone for a couple months. So, but they're out right now with an injury, so it doesn't change anything really. So, but they'll be back in a couple months. Yeah, I try not to change my sleep pattern, but like I'm still like screwing myself up somehow. I think it has to do with the fact that my job is to be present and see to the needs of somebody, but like also like make sure that they stay connected to the machine that's breathing for them. So I think that when I come home after a 12-hour shift, like I'm having trouble turning my hyper focus off because I've been doing it for 12 hours. So it's kind of locked on. So then I don't ever really sleep, but it's fine. It would look better if I cut my hair and shave my face because I stopped doing both of those. And after a while, you do look a little haggard. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of it has been my like personal body hair grooming choices. I think that I would look 15 years younger if I just shaved my face. Yeah, black powder aquatics. That is true. They're always going to get somebody, but they rarely do it. It's hard to find somebody. You know what I mean? And like the thing is when somebody is a total care client, it takes four full-time nurses to take care of that person. So for each person that's in that situation, you need four nurses. So there's not going to be enough nurses if there were enough nurses. And by the way, there's not enough nurses. So, you know what I mean? Like you make do with what you can do. Yeah, and my wife was like, just do 4 days, just do an extra day, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be fine. But the job is not bad. Um, like I said, the scheduling and stuff like that has been chaotic lately and stuff like that. And some of the family is chaotic, but whatever. Like that is family, you know what I mean? Like not a big deal. It's a good situation. I enjoy who I'm working with. They tell me that they are enjoying me as well. So like, that's 90% of it right there because it's just the two of us, you know what I mean? Hanging out. Good morning vibes, baby. Sorry I didn't text you back, buddy. Uh I think I missed a Pawn Society meeting. But I was asleep, bro, for like all of that. So good day vibes. Good day, Debs. Sweet red laser. Vibes, are you working this week? Oh, that's nice. Can anybody help out with a turtle problem? I can't really. I don't really know much. Killed a lot of turtles in my day, keeping them as a kid. They always just ended up freezing outside because somebody forgot to bring them in. But our turtles. Oh, that's nice, vibe. So I did miss it. I still have a chance. I'm gonna try. I really am, buddy. Actually, the Pond Society meeting got rescheduled for next Monday evening. Jeff, I'm pretty sure, is napping. Bye vibes. See you later, bro. I admire that guy's get up and go. I ain't got it. I got up and go, get up and went. We're still drip acclimating a shrimp tank, which is stimulating. I'll go show you guys that real quick. Hang on. Bum, 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 bum. Yep. Yeah. Do you think the decrease in eating has something to do with temperature? My goldfish are eating the same amount they always eat, but they're inside. 4 days isn't a week, but it's getting close. Okay, so the temperature is constant inside. So something's up with the fish. I mean, the turtle. Hmm. Maybe she's just being finicky. Showed you guys all my laundry. Haha. Don't test it. Don't tell Mrs. New Local. I like turtles. Yeah, no problem, Debs. Like, I freaking love it, man. I wish I could personally be a part of it more, but hey man, when you don't know, it's best not to say anything. Just keep an eye on it, hon. Nice. Craig's Catfish Cave is the cool guy in every stream. Hey man, just relax. I got some new Oscars. They're freaking awesome. Ah, Craig, you make me a better person, buddy. I love it. Never, never change, buddy. Dude, a turtle egg watch would be the There's Mr. Sucky in the left-hand corner giving everybody the business. I don't know. That's a long egg watch. I'm not saying I wouldn't tune in regularly. I'm just saying it's a long egg watch. That's right, Uncle. Only Oscars named for his main ability, Mr. Sucky. Mr. Sucky got booted out of his posh Dallas home because he pooped too much. To which I replied, bring him to me. Everything poops here. Oh, yeah. They got him to clean the tank and they had two goldfish that were about his same size. And then she was like, dude, you've got to take this fish. And I was like, which one? Yes, I'll take him. He'll enjoy a pond life at some point. Nice. This guy puts out calcium ones that are really thin and they'll get long. It's kind of funny. But I think it's from him rasping on all of the limestone rock that's in the tank. Yeah, I was telling her, I was like, I got a 20-gallon long that just has ram's horn snails in it. Like, it's a box full of. All right, red laser, hit the shower. I'm gonna hit the shower soon myself. Yeah, Craig. I mean, it's a big part of nursing too. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why I enjoy this hobby because, like, you walk up to the tank and you just kind of assess what's going on. If you're noticing a problem, make some adjustment to try and correct that problem. But do your water changes and mostly leave them alone, and they'll show you all sorts of things. I love my fish. Well, I love you guys. I hate to get down, but I think that I am ready to watch a movie and take a shower, and then go meet my mother and my aunt and my uncles and go see them and have some breakfast and chat. We all need more roughage. Thank you, Black Powder. And I'll see everybody around the streams. And let's see, it's Wednesday now, so I'll be up this evening, my time for the witching hour, normally scheduled. I'll have a tank that we want to look at. You guys have a great one. And remember, be good to each other, be good to yourself. Not necessarily in that order. Good night.